So we're back from the tagging station, and now it's time to break down the bird to get the breast out, the beard off, the fan off, and we're also going to take the legs out of him. So we're going to start with we're going to take the legs off. That way you can keep your spurs. You'll feel on the leg and you'll feel like a little bitty knot. There's a little joint there. So that's where you're going to make your cut at. So we're going to start with the leg. Find the little joint there. Push the feathers up out of your way. And you're going to cut that tendon. And there's the first leg. And we're going to do the same thing on the second leg. The second leg is off, and now you have your spurs. So now we're going to move on to removing the beard. Some people like to cut them off. Most of the time you can pull them out pretty easy. Just peel your feathers back and you can see where the base of the beard is at. And just get a hold of it and pull. And then you have your beard. Now we're going to move on to the breast. You'll find the breastbone. And once you find the breastbone, you will make a small slit. Just enough to cut the skin back out of the way. Some people like to just grab it and rip it off. But I have the Outdoor Edge swing bait, so I'm going to flip it and use this handy little tool. Once you've made your little incision, you can just slide this up in there and it opens him right up. Once you go that way, then you can turn around and come this way with it. Then you can take feathers out of the way and just peel him open. The more you get the skin out of the way, the easier it's going to be to remove the breast. A lot of people don't take the legs off the turkey, they're just after the turkey breast, but I don't like wasting any of the meat. It's a little bit more effort to take the legs out of it, but it's worth it. So now we're going to work on removing the legs. You can take and grab them, and you want to break the legs. Get some more of your skin back. Then this is where the Outdoor Edge will come in handy again. I'm going to flip it back around. And you can see where you need to cut. You'll want to skin the legs down. Once you've got a slit down your leg, you could do it like you did on the breast. You could just grab it and peel it back. So once you get all of that peeled back, it's no different than taking the hindquarters out of a deer. You'll find your joint and cut it. So once I get the leg off, I do have a little bucket that I have handy. That way when I'm all done, I can take it inside and get it cleaned up, trim the excess fat off of it, and make sure I get all the feathers off. So there's one leg, and you'll do the same thing to the other side. And there we have leg number 2. Okay. Now we'll move on to the breast. You got your breastbone here that runs down the center. You're just going to start there and at the top and follow it down with the blade up against the bone. And just kind of pull a little bit as you're cutting, and it'll show you where you need to follow. And you got like this little ball here, you can just follow it around. Come down the other side. You want to be careful not to get up here in the front to get in any of the organs up there where the crawl is on the turkey. It's kind of like doing a deer when you don't want to hit the stomach. And actually, your breast, there's 2 pieces to it. Some people cut it out in one big piece. But there is actually, you got your big turkey breast, and then there's like a smaller fillet that's in there. Some people say it's like the backstrap of a deer. There's one. And there's our first turkey breast. So then we'll go to the other side and do the same thing. So now that we've got them out, I'm going to stick it in my little bucket here. Going to take it in and rinse it off and cut some of this excess fat off of it and clean it up, and that's what's for supper tonight. So now I've got the fan left to remove, so I'm going to move my bucket out of the way. Put this off the table. And we're going to flip the bird over. When you get to feeling on his fan, you can feel the joint where you'll need to cut. You want to make sure that you have a little extra meat on there and some of these extra feathers. So then you're going to find that joint and you're going to cut in front of it. You take and cut the skin all the way around it, then you should be able to grab it and twist it, and it comes right off of there. And you have your fan. So you can take it to your taxidermist and having them mounted up, so you'll have the memories of your bird. So on On a side note, I use my Outdoor Edge Swing Babe to clean my turkey. Works great on deer, other game. They have the pink Swing Babe for the girls, or they have the orange Swing Blaze for the guys. It's super easy. You got one side that you can use for skinning, and it has a hook for gutting. So if you're interested in learning more about Outdoor Edge knives, you can check them out at outdooredge.com.